Welcome to day one of our new series, the 7-Day Practice Challenge. Whether you're totally new to piano or you're in a bit of a rut trying to get back on track, the next 7 days we're going to give you videos that are going to get you up and running, not only to help you practice just in this week, but to set up a habit that's going to last far beyond these 7 days. And if you want a companion to this series, check out in the description, we have a free practice log that you can use alongside. In this first video, we're going to talk about how to get that practice time in, because let's face it, if you don't put the time in, you're not going to progress. And this simple rule is going to basically guarantee that you kiss procrastination goodbye and you get that time in. Because in fact, this is the single rule that helped me finally stop saying, I'll practice later. And the best part is it only takes 2 minutes, which even in the busiest schedule, you can make that happen. I'm going to show you exactly how. And so by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to put practice in your day and put it in a way so it actually sticks. Oh, and I'll share a bonus trick near the end that also makes this habit almost automatic. So be sure to watch to the end for that. And so the problem, most students don't quit because they hate piano simply because they think they don't have the time. But that's not really the problem. The real issue is that we're waiting to feel like we have the time. And from experience teaching well over 1,000 students now, that moment pretty much never comes. So in this video, we're going to fix that starting small. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear describes something called the 2-minute rule. And that's simply if you want to build a new habit, you start by doing it for just 2 minutes. Now, the goal isn't to master Beethoven in 2 minutes. It's simply to show up. Because once you start, you almost always keep going. We're developing that habit of getting started. And it's the easiest way to beat procrastination, period. But there's a catch. The 2-minute rule alone isn't enough. You still have to decide where those 2 minutes belong in your day, and this is where most people fail, because again, we wait until we feel like it, the day blows by, we forget, and then we've actually established a habit of not doing, if that makes sense. And so in a minute, I'll show you a powerful trick called habit stacking, and it's the key to making this new routine automatic. But first, we have to figure out when those 2 minutes should happen, and we're gonna do that with the time audit. So here's what I want you to do. Grab a sheet of paper or open your notes app and write out your entire day. Again, resist the urge to procrastinate and do this later. Do this right now. Maybe even pause the video and do it after I show you the example here. But write out your entire day from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. And I mean list everything, getting ready, driving, scrolling, making dinner, whatever. And then you're gonna look for the dead time. That's the small windows when you could sit at the piano. I'm gonna show you a simple example of that. So let's say maybe you wake up at 8 a.m. We could say wake up and have breakfast and all that stuff. 8 to 9 a.m. That could be get ready for work. This might be a little cliche here, but we could say 9 to 5, that's actual work. Then we get home, maybe 5 to 6 p.m., that's dinner time. 6 to 7. And again, this is probably where you're gonna start finding those little pockets that you denied existing before. 6 to 7 might be your unwinding time. Maybe that's when you usually see what's going on Netflix, or maybe you watch the news or whatever. 7 to 8 p.m. could just be sort of winding down. And I know most people have much busier schedules than this. This is just an example, but again, you want to write down pretty much every minute. And then 8 to 9 might be, I don't know, getting ready for bed or something like that. This is just a hypothetical example. But the idea is you look here and you decide, okay, where can I get that 2 minutes in? And looking through this, we could say maybe, how about right after dinner? And that's where we're gonna do, I'll put a P there to stand for piano, and that's where you aim for your 2 minutes. Now, an important aspect here, if you do this in practice and you get to that point in the day and you're like just not feeling it, your willpower has been depleted, then we're gonna scratch that and we're gonna pick a different time. Because studies have actually been done on this, that willpower, our ability to sort of will ourselves to do things, actually depletes throughout the course of the day, or it maybe recharges as we take breaks for meals and things like that. So you definitely want to pick your 2-minute block when those energy levels are kind of on an uptick. So if something like that didn't work, again, you go back to your time audit. Maybe we could say we're going to do our piano practice maybe right here. Just get it done at the beginning of the day. Again, just 2 minutes. And once you go through this time audit, once you try it a couple times, you will find that you do indeed have that time to practice. Now here's that part I promised you earlier, the bonus that makes this whole system just about effortless, and it's called habit stacking. The idea here is that you start with something you do every single day, and we all have these, whether it's brushing your teeth, pouring your morning coffee, checking your messages. Let's go ahead and use coffee as our example. So the idea is we take an existing habit and we're going to stack our new habit we're trying to install, in this case practicing piano, right up against it. So we can set this expectation from our time audit that after I have my coffee, boom, I'm gonna go to piano. And the beauty of this system is you're piggybacking off of an already installed habit to get your new practice habit going. So give it a try. If you combine these two things, or these three things, I guess, the 2-minute rule, the time audit, and habit stacking, it's pretty much guaranteed at that point. If you're still not getting the time in, it's pretty much that you just don't want to do it. But it's definitely not because you don't have the time. And so here's your day one challenge. Do your time audit, pick your 2-minute window, and connect it to a daily habit you already have. And once you've found your time, leave a comment below that says, my 2-minute window is boom. And that single commitment is how you start transforming your playing one tiny step at a time. And tomorrow in day 2, we'll take that new habit and learn how to set goals in your practice that actually stick. That'll be in this video right here. I'll see you then.